How you doing, guys? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video here. We're going to be firing up the blast furnace, and I'm going to try to melt down some bullet casings. This is going to be the very first time I ever try to melt anything in this. I do believe we got all the moisture out of this. It's been setting for a very long time. You guys seen where I fired it up and all the moisture, and I've had a lot of this setting on the wood burner trying to dry it out. I think we're finally ready to try to melt some steel. So what I have now is a big old chisel here, and we got a hammer. When this was drying, I put that bottom in there and it just wasn't dry enough, and after I put the brick in there, it kind of raised up the middle and the bottom. So what I got to do now is chisel out a spot big enough to put my crucible down in there and level enough so I can set it in there and get it fired up. So that's what I'm going to be doing. We're working on getting some of this leveled up in the bottom. I don't know how well you guys can see down in here, but there's just not, it's not really level to put the crucible in there. It's really humped up. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a chisel and knock out some of this and get it down to where I can get it level in there. That's sure a lot better than what it was. Now I got to see if I can get this piece here in there. I think we could work with that. I really do. I think we could work with that. So we're going to go ahead and get it fired up, and we'll get us some casings in there. I actually made this little guy here. It's just out of some scrap metal, and we'll pour the brass inside here. Then we'll cut the tacks off here. Hopefully this will work, and we'll have a block of brass in there. That's what we're wanting. That's what we're shooting for anyhow. So let's go ahead and get this guy fired up. I still had with this thing is I don't have anything to go around it, so I'm going to use these tongs to put it in and out. That's all I have right now. We're going to leave this thing cook on low for a little bit. Just kind of bring it up to temperature real slow. Probably still going to have to do some chiseling down in there, but I think that's okay for now. We'll see what happens. about 10 minutes it's been cooking there. I don't really want to turn it up any higher until I don't see any more of that smoke. Alright, it's been 20 minutes. It's still got steam coming off of it. You can see the water down here. Water dripping out of it, and there's a lot of steam still coming out of that hole right there where I got the burner in. Looks like it's getting pretty hot down in there. I can still turn it up, but I'm not going to turn it up until after all that steam's gone, that water quits coming out. But it is getting pretty hot down in there. There's our shells. Alright, that's 30 minutes. Still got the steam coming out of it. Okay, we're at 40 minutes now. See, there's still water down there. There's a lot of flame coming out the top. If I can get down into them shells. Like I said, I could still turn it up. But I really didn't want to until after that steam went away. Alright, we're at 50 minutes. It's slowed down a lot on the steam, but it's still got steam coming out. Alright, we got it. I turned it up. Most of the steam, I mean, there's still a little bit coming out, not much, but I turned it up to 15 pounds. I was running 10 pounds the whole first 60 minutes, so it's been 60 minutes. And you got like a little tornado coming out the top of it. You can see there's barely any steam coming out of it now, little if any, just a little bit here and there. Now I think our shells are starting to melt down in there. It's hard to see down in there. There you go. I think they're starting to melt. They're kind of getting, they're looking a little deformed. Working on 70 minutes now. It's 70 minutes in it. See if we can look down in there. The shells are starting to melt. 70 minutes. Alright, we're at 80 minutes now. The shells are still not melted down in there, but they're getting there. You can see them moving around in there. It's hard for me to get a decent picture of them, but they're moving. They're definitely starting to liquefy. And the steam is pretty much gone. I see a little bit coming from the very bottom down there. Not much. Not doing too bad. I do got the pressure up on about 18 pounds right now. Okay, we're on our 90 minutes now. And they're all crunched up in the bottom. They don't look quite melted yet, but they're all kind of crunched up. We're going to give them another 10 minutes and see what happens. Alright, I got 100 minutes in it. I mean, they're for sure melting down in there. hard to see them down in there. We're going to give it a little longer because I know they're not liquefied yet. They don't look liquefied. Alright, at this time we're down to about it's been about 2 hours, so we got about 120 minutes in there, and I'm gonna see, it's melted in there, but it's got a lot of slag on the top of it, and I don't know exactly how to get the slag out. But I'm going to go ahead and pour it into my little mold there, regardless of what it looks like, and just see what happens. I got to learn myself. Go ahead and turn it off. Now I don't have anything other than these tongs to be able to take that thing out with. I need to make some kind of tongs to take it out. I'm hoping that I don't break my crucible, and that is possible that I may break it. So I got me a little bit of eye protection here, and we're going to try to get this guy out of here without breaking it. Hopefully I can do this. We're just going to pour whatever we got there in this mold. Okay, now I don't know how to clean that mold out. I guess just let it set in here and let it cool, and then it'll, somehow we'll have to get that mold out of there. So we're going to let this cool off, and then I'll cut the 2 little tacks on that, and then we'll see what kind of metal we got. Well, we got us a little brass ingot here. I'm going to throw it back in the water and let it cool off a little longer. Make sure I can touch it. That's pretty cool. Man, is it heavy. Super heavy. Looks like it got brass and copper in it. I see copper around the outside edge. It looks like copper. I'm going to take it to the wire brush and clean it up a little bit. Okay, got the ingot all cleaned up here. Don't look too bad. Kind of looks weird on the top here. I'm thinking maybe I could have let it set in there and melt a little longer. I'm not sure. Or maybe that's just where it was cooling. But it's a nice heavy ingot. Very heavy. Now, I don't understand why I got all these big pits in the bottom. If somebody knows why I got the big pits in there. Maybe because my mold wasn't hot, or maybe it's just the way I poured it in. I'm not sure. I might have got some of that slag on the top. Might have went in there first. I'm not sure. But it did make a cool looking ingot, and I'm going to try to use it on something. I'm going to try to incorporate this maybe in one of my knives somehow, some way. But anyhow, the blast furnace worked. It took me about 2 hours to heat it up, get it heated, and to get this ingot made. And I run that thing on about 18 pounds is about what I was using once I got it going there and tried to get the moisture out of there. I didn't break my crucible, so that's good. And I'm just letting the thing cool down in the background there. I'm just letting it cool down, and we'll see what all happened to the blast furnace when it cools off. Well, that was the blast furnace. We did get us some brass melted down. It did work. Hoping I can learn a little bit each time I fire it up and get it going. I would say that you don't know how long I've been waiting for this, but I know you guys been waiting for it too. The thing just had me scared. I didn't want it to blow up. I run it on a very low pressure at first, like 10 pounds for the first almost an hour probably. And then I started jacking the pressure up, and then it started melting the metal. So I probably could have done it a little bit faster, I'm not sure. But it did melt it, and it worked. So I'd say that would be a success. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down. Comment if you'd like. And don't forget, click the bell down there if you want them alerts when I put up a new video. Hey, till next time.